Hello everyone, today we are on Izuhara. On the upper right hand side we have a Rohan being played by Po0L going up against, on the bottom left, a Haradwaith played by Mario. So we've seen Mario before, he's gone against Nid. And I wonder, so Mario did not sign up for the league that we're running on from August 1st to September 1st because he's busy in the month of August. But I hope to see him come around in season 2. It's going to be a very exciting time. We have about 89 people total for the season 1 league, which is pretty cool. Like, you know, everyone's going to get like X amount of games in between each other for that month in their respective brackets. So it's pretty cool. I'm looking forward to that, seeing all the discussion and everything, and just continuing to improve the game's balance from there. So yeah, very excited for that. And it starts on August 1st. So just like 2 days roughly from the time of this recording. So yeah. Alright, very excited though. Let's see what happens in this game. And we happen to see that Mario is going for the tried and true tribal start. He's going to probably do some creeping, open with some pikes, knowing Rohan will do a cavalry opener. And Po0L's going to drop a farm here. And then he's probably going to convert this specific farm to pikes and creep. And then convert it back. That is... Oh, nope. He's doing that over here. Never mind. I was thinking he's going to try to be a little bit efficient. But, you know, if it works, it works. So he's only got one farm actually producing units. Oh, never mind. I missed it. He had this farm down here producing economy. I seem to be doing that lately where I just like miss that like fourth farm because people are not doing the basic 4 farm around the fort. But that's perfectly fine. They just want to keep their farm safe, so they're doing it a safer way. And the horsemen of the mark are being pushed away from the opponent's base. Mario did have the tribal pikes ready to go on the defense. Now let's take a look. And Harad is yet to pick a tier 1, but Po0L has gone for draft. And it looks like he's actually creeping the opponent's warglare. That's funny. So Mario does get mugged by Po0L.
We are called to war.
And we got the 2 peasants coming down here. Okay, Mario's definitely going to lose this bazaar. He's probably going to lose this bazaar. He got lucky here because of the pikes protecting. Nope, never mind. I think Po0L might be going to this one. Oh, Mario, though, with the fast Harada Raiders. Never mind. So the double Harada outpost coming in clutch here for Mario. Again, no tier 1 pick yet. He doesn't think he needs anything right now. And he doesn't want to scuff his choice as the game progresses, which is fine. 500 CP for Harad, 600 for Rohan. Let's take a look around the map. We do happen to see, though, that Mario is going for this warglare now, since Po0L grabbed that warglare and this warglare, and he's also going for the warglare down here. I think it would be nice to see some yeoman archers right now, but I don't know how often Po0L actually uses the unit. They are very good though and rather underrated. Okay, let's see. We got like engagements happening on several sides here. And a half mug, okay. Two battalions of horsemen of the mark. It would be nice though, honestly, if Po0L did grab Lone Scout real fast just to get some harass value in with the horsemen of the mark in that regard. And we see again Harad very close to a tier 2 tier 1s or a tier 1 and 5 points of the bank. But Mario actually pivoting, not really pivoting, but he's teching for the pavilion. He wants the carrying feeders to push back on the horseman of the mark, which is the right idea here. And he's immediately doing that. Yep. So he's got the right idea. He doesn't want to keep wasting his time chasing stuff with his tribal pikes. It's just going to be very inefficient. Okay, let's see where he's at though in like a hot second. And we have a farm being put down. He's just sweating and not making a wall hub because he's not in the range. But now he's just constantly sweating and changing the target priority here for the raiders if they try to fidget and get the builder. Okay, Eowyn is on the field, and Po0L is actually using the Warriors of the Kinlai from the inn. Little bit more cost-effective pikes for sure. They do cost 400 versus the Yeoman pikes costing 275, but we have the carrion feeders coming in for the swoop over here. This could be nasty. This might be nasty. Nope, never mind. It was not as tight as I was thinking for the splash on the carrion feeders hit landing here. Ooh, but the Warriors of the Kinlai catching the Harada Raiders on the other hand. Okay, so we have the Carrion Feeder at level 2. He's got the Putrid Talons on autocast. And 2 Harada Raider battalions. But honestly, Mario right now could just buy the Oasis upgrade. And he does that. Okay. As I say it, we just need to see him take the Harada Raider battalion. It's kind of broken up in here and send it back to the fort. Just optimize the time and be a little bit more efficient on his end. Wait, what the heck? Bro, what is this? This reminds me of like Shrek so much right now, because Shrek used to like quite literally hold off on like PowerPoints for a while, and it was such a noticeable habit of his. Starting to think maybe Mario is Shrek in disguise. We'll see. Maybe he'll reveal himself to us one day yet again, because Shrek has not been around for quite some time. But there's some behavior here that is very similar to Shrek indeed. So who knows? And we got 2 carrion feeders on the field right now. Nothing else coming out. Eowyn with the Warriors of the Kinlai though, coming down the center. Po0L taking out that farm. No, he's not actually taking it. Okay. So yeah, I mean the carrion feeders forced Po0L to make the archer range. It's fairly obvious. He wasn't going to try to push for a level 2 stables and just invest in horse archers for that, because that's just not cost effective. Levels Eowyn, she's level 3. She got the readiness. And he's definitely... Okay, so Po0L also has Elfhelm on the field right now in addition to Eowyn. But these carrion feeders are causing a problem for Rohan. 100%. He needs to go back to his base and heal up and replenish these boys, just so that he doesn't lose the cavalry presence on the field. And I think he may lose the cavalry presence because he's just not playing it safe. Elfhelm is instead focusing the Harada Raiders when it should be the carrion feeders right now for sure.
We need reinforcements.
Yeah, unfortunately Po0L did not play that too well in the moment. Okay, 600 CP for Harad and 750 CP for Rohan. 13 and 12. So they're pretty even on the PowerPoint side. Rohan obviously has the map control. Let's take a look here. Harada Raiders going nice in on the harass. see what's happening. We do have 3 carrying feeders now. Yeah, I'm getting some honest Shaq vibes with this unit quantity count here. Reminds me of when he would like spam specific units. But, you know, we'll see. We'll see if it maybe is him one day or not. Oh, Yeoman Archers, though, going on to the Campers. But the Harad Patriarch, on the other hand, countering the Yeoman Archers decently. And we do happen to see one carrying feeder does go down. He's going to lose the Horse Archers, though, if he's not careful at all right here. Okay, Po0L's got to move the builder. He's going for the banners. Very nice. One well would do him so nicely. Oh, but Mario does lose the Harad Patriarch. But he has another one on the way. So Haradwaith has no heroes still at this point, and oh my god, I'm speaking too early for a lot of this stuff. Like every time I say something, like Mario's just kind of like getting it done right then and there. It's so funny. Just take a look. Let's see. Okay, so Arkenbrand's on the field. We have Westfolders out. And we have, instead of a well, he bought the banners for the replenishment. Very nice. He's got 1 Rohan Warrior Battalion. So Haradwaith, interesting enough, has gone with the Unrelenting Sun. And Po0L's gone for Bountiful Harvest. Very nice. Unrelenting Sun is definitely a pretty strong weather power because this buffs your hero's speed at the same time as like debuffing the enemy hero's speed in the secondary part, in the main part here where units are slowed by 33%. And we have another Harad Patriarch over here. He's queuing up another one though. I'm not sure what he's doing leaving this carrying feeder in the base, but I think it's giving Po0L a little too much comfort here with his cavalry potential. So 950 CP, almost 400 pop. Rohan in the lead by what could be just 1 point soon. Looks like the Harada Raiders are trying to chase, but this is not a good idea. Oh, wait a second though. Mario going for the Bahood Gathering. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. Ooh, a level 3 monkey. So this is pretty bad news for Po0L, because like if the Harad Patriarch just uses leap, that could be pretty devastating. Ooh. But Po0L has just pulled out Theoden, and we like a good flavor moment in the match. Very cool stuff. Point to the Westfold dropped on top, very nice. Okay, we just have to make sure like Theoden doesn't like run into pikes on the way. He's getting very close. Okay, and Po0L moves him around the other side, nice.
Men of the Westfold, at your command.
Okay, Harad Patriarch. So they're not known for their structured damage. These guys are primarily to help with army fights. Their structured damage is less, and that's why they have like the terror and the leap, and more for the army fighting. But the Heir of the Sun Rises has gone off here, and Po0L is now taking favorable trades. He's got the Harad Patriarch surrounded, and Eowyn has switched over to Durnhelm, you can see by the cosmetic change. Courage for our Friends, Spear Throw, all going to be a massive massive jumps in Rohan's gameplay right now. Does he have... He is upgrading to a level 2 barracks right now. Hopefully for forged blades and not just the dismounted door wardens. We shall see. But right now he's running into another problem, and that's just Harad Patriarchs trying to take out his level 3 farm. Ooh. That's a pretty big force right here. The monkeys are not going to save him today. And Po0L, though, churning out heroes left and right with that bountiful harvest support at this moment. And he's backing the Warriors of the Kinlight into the cavalry on the rear. Ooh, but we do have tier 4 from Mario. It's getting... Oh, Burning Sands. I feel like this is the wrong pick most of the time. Like, you definitely want Black Matriarch, because Harad doesn't have, like, issues in most cases and in most games at all with, like, clearing an army. Oh, but... Well... I mean, I guess this kind of helped out. Rohan only really has heroes left on the field and these 2 units. So Po0L now has to crank up the production like crazy. Theodred's on the field. But again, you know, what you do with Bountiful Harvest and why it's so crazy good is that when you're at like full CP roughly, or close to full, like 1000 pop, that 20% global gain on your farms and windmills is just going to be way too good to pass up on. For sure, it's going to be way too good. You just get a lot of money. And we do have to see he is going for a second barracks. Probably leveling this one to 3 and continuing to pump units out of this one so you can get heavy armor. Yep, okay, there we go. I feel like I'm just calling the play-by-play in this game like crazy right now. It's always funny when it happens. Always gotta watch out for these tribal pikes. I mean, the thing about tribal pikes is that they don't have that high of damage because they are a bit sturdier on the pike side. So they have less damage in return. And we do have Mario over here, though, with the Patriarch moving on the right-hand side. He's got his group over here, Patriarch of the Mahoods. And Po0L now having to take his attention away from a push and go handle all these different areas right now in the match.
Working brands, men. Ready for orders.
Yeah, he just needs to get the banner upgrade on the Halfarians, and he's going to be doing it really well against the Harad Patriarchs. Ooh, but the Warriors of Kinlight do get him because he had gone right through the Warriors. Okay, CR Rule is back, level 5. No Suladan, though, with this Harada Raider crowd. I'm always such a fan of Westfolders. They're just so good, man. They look great. They're huge on the combat side. Just a massive vibe check. He could pop Courage for our friends and buff AoE while giving Fear and Terror resistance just right now, just to help clear up. There we go. Okay. And Theoden's got his Strength Remembered heal. Very nice. And one more level just about at level 5. He's going to be able to summon Hema and Gambling with 2 Mounted Kingsguard battalions. And Po0L does have upgrades for Heavy Armor and Forged Blades here. Very nice. Going off to the next farms. So I feel like this is going to be a pretty dangerous next 2 minutes maybe for Mario. Because Mario's in a position where he's getting closed in on by Rohan with upgrades and heroes. Heir of the Sunrise is kicking off yet again as well. 10 power points to the bank, 850 CP. And 825 on Rohan. Rohan's going to go for Ents And I say close this out for sure. He's going to put the Ents in melee. That's going to be the deciding factor. Ooh, but maybe not yet, because he's just dropped the pike summon. Yeah, he's got to get out of here real fast.
Have arrived.
And we happen to have Erkenbrand's summon kicked in. Very nice. Pull over here at 31 points. No. Okay, Mario called GG's as last March of the Ants hit the field. Very cool. Okay, so that's a pretty exciting Rohan game by Po0L. I would say it was a pretty good learning moment for those that are struggling to learn to play Rohan. Just because it's such a different faction where you start with your farmers producing the early game pike and sword. And the way that inflation just works in BFME, so you have to be kind of careful at the same time a little bit more as Rohan. But again, for those that are struggling with Rohan, I totally hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you guys for the next time.